Today we're going to talk about new commit Brian Darby, and all that's coming up after the bumper.
What do you mean you don't subscribe to my son's YouTube channel?
Mama, no!
Just snap the damn ball, RJ.
What's up, kid folks? It's RJ Young. I am not on a step mill. Consider hitting the like and subscribe button because I upload a video every single day. So it's OU related, college football related, sports related. We have a good time, and today we're going to talk about the newest commit to the 2020 recruiting class, wide receiver Brian Darby. Darby is a 3-star recruit out of A&M Consolidated. Now, there's not a whole lot of huddle out there about this guy. He's 5'11", he's got nice hands. He figures at outside or inside, but apparently he's the kind of dude that is just the kind of person I'm talking about when we say how big a deal it is to get a camp invite, to be one of many, even one of hundreds, to get a camp invite to a Power 5 program like Oklahoma. And I've emphasized it, and I will continue to emphasize this for the remaining month. If you have an opportunity to attend an elite high school football coaching recruiting camp of any kind, if you have an opportunity to attend a camp on a major college football campus, a mid-major campus, or small college campus, you need to go. You need to go because they want to see you. They want to see you because they want to give you an opportunity to impress them. Now, they are inviting lots of other people out. Some have offers. Some are already committed. Some are 9th grade, sophomore, junior, senior. They want to see you. And if they see you and you perform well, their eyes are not going to lie to them, and Brian Darby is an example of that. Brian Darby showed up to camp, showed out in front of Dennis Simmons, Lincoln Riley, and the gang, left with an offer to play at Oklahoma to go along with offers from places like Kansas State. 3 days after he received his offer on Monday, that man committed on Thursday. I think Darby knows what a lot of people know. If you want to play offensive football, you want to be a skill position player, you want to be a lineman, if Lincoln Riley or anybody on that staff says that we want you, you probably ought to give it some really, really, really deep thought. In the case of Darby, it didn't take a lot of deep thought. That dude said, nah. Y'all put Hollywood Brown into the NFL in the first round. That dude was a JUCO dude, undersized by everybody's metrics. CeeDee Lamb is arguably the top wide receiver and was going to be a loaded wide receiver class in the 2020 NFL draft, along with guys like Jerry Jeudy. You're talking about Trajan Bridges, Jaden Hazelwood, Theo Weiss, 5-star receivers according to Rivals and/or the 24/7 Sports Composite, who all wanted to come to Oklahoma. And yeah, it is a loaded depth chart to be sure at all of those positions. And all of a sudden, you look at Oklahoma's 9 commits, and you see 3 wide receivers. I don't think that that is a coincidence. I also think that it might be one of the easiest positions to recruit to for Oklahoma here of late, or at least that's how it's appearing, because those are the early commits that you're getting. Now, offensive recruiting in Oklahoma is always going to be the first half of the year. You're going to be able to pick up your running back, your wide receiver, your tight end type, your fullback type. They've done that thing, right? Where Oklahoma's always had an issue is closing on defensive commitments, and because the defense is lagging so far behind the offense, all the work is done for the staff in the late summer and into fall to go and shore up the defensive side of the recruiting for football. Look, think about the 2019 class. LaRon Stokes, Jeremiah Cradell, Marcus Stripling, Ty Diarman. Those are 4 defensive recruits that did not commit to Oklahoma until December. When you think about Oklahoma's offensive football, you've had Spencer Rattler in the bag for nearly a year by the summer. Guys like Theo Weiss, R.J. Henderson at the time had already committed and then decommitted. Then you got Theo Weiss on, right? You got Theo Weiss, you got Trajan Bridges, who was already on, okay? You were able to secure guys like Marcus Major later. I mean, you look at the class, you can see Austin Stogner. He wanted in over the summer, right? I mean, one of the first guys into that 2019 class. I'm happy to see that Oklahoma can recruit offensive-minded football players. I'm happy to see the guys like Nate Anderson who are on board. The guys like Noah who are on board. I also just think that while you want to celebrate getting a guy like Brian Darby, a guy that showed up to absolutely earn an offer, the kind of guy that we all pull for, you also were going like, did y'all offer any defensive guys? Because if you did, we'd like to see them commit. And they did. They offered a number of defensive guys. You can check OUinsider.com, where my man Brandon Drum has been just laying it down flat with all these notes about who did what and why. I've had Ethan Downs here, a 2021 cat, plays defensive side of the ball, defensive end. He's going to be a high-value recruit. And I know that a lot of folks are still upset about losing Major Burns to his hometown of LSU, but I also understand why you would want a guy like Brian Darby and why he would not hesitate to pull the trigger. And there might have been, a time value, a time stamp on when that offer might go away, because you start looking around, because you go, hey, we want to know if this guy is in, so that if he's in, cool, because there are other people that we might like. Brian Darby said, I'm not going, man, I need that 6'9". I need that 6'9" drop. Not going to get the chance. You know the one I'm talking about. Somebody going to put it into the comments of the YouTube videos. That is this. Look, I'm excited about it. Talk more about it on my morning show, Monday through Friday. You can hear me on the Sports Animal Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. If you click the link in the description, you won't miss stuff. You check out the SoundCloud at Sports Animal. You will be able to listen to the live shows. It's 2 hours. It's a lot of fun. It's called The RJ Young Show, which sounds pretentious as all hell, but I didn't name the show. All right, that is it for me. Deuces.